NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs! Welcome to NuubCast. This is Blomus. We've got an orange versus green, which means we are in practice mode. Practice game between Gummy Bear, your orange Zerg, which is so rare, and I still love to see it. Orange is my favorite color in the game. If you've ever watched me play, you know I always play orange. His opponent, the green light shadow C, a.k.a. Shadow Crone. So Gummy Bear is off racing as Zerg to help out, apparently, Shadow Crone's PvZ. So hopefully we get a nice little game here, see what happens in the action, and, get to have some fun. And all that's being said, let me say, as if I haven't already been the only one talking, welcome to NuubCast. I'm Blomus. If you are unfamiliar, NuubCast is all about shining the light of esports in the darkest places of the esports world. The lower level StarCraft players, yes, ladies and gentlemen, they exist, and they play just as hard as some of the pros. Well, that's probably not true at all. And when I mean hard, I mean they queue up probes. Are you kidding me? Crown? Are you kidding me, Crown? Just kidding, dude. Just kidding. My sound is being funny in my ear. I'm gonna fix that while you stare at Shadow Crone's base. And we see Gummy Bear taking his natural right quick, as you do in a PvZ after you get your pool. Pardon me. I got a bit of an itchy throat after casting these games this morning. Forge fast, expand. It's what you do in a PvZ if you know what you're doing. So yeah, we like to give some attention to the non-pro players, give them a platform, a place on which to stand, a place on which to push out their chest and bang on it with their fists and say, I play StarCraft 2 also, and I may not be good as you, but I play damn hard, and my games are worthy of being cast and worthy of being analyzed and looked at and fawned over. Well, maybe they're not. In all honesty, most of the games are probably not worth any of that in a... Oh, that really sounded bad, didn't it? Not worth that in the way that we say that, GSL games might be worth that. The level of play is obviously going to be lesser because it's not the GSL. But, that being said, I like this kind of building setup here. It's pretty good, except I think he can run by here. I'm pretty sure he can. So you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Got to be careful. Taking that third, Gummy Bear. Being a little bit on the greedy side. A little bit greedy. Just a little bit. Little bit greedy. Oh my god, I'm so boring. If I am a little bit softer in this cast than the previous cast, is because I've changed my posture. Previously, I was sitting forward with my hands on my desk, my elbows working the business, but now I am maxing and relaxing, leaning back, got my head up against my high back chair, cast with aplomb, one hand in it, baby. It's all mini-map and mouse. My left hand is not going to do a darn thing. Very quick layer for Gummy Bear. I guess this is actually the layer timing. I guess around 6.5 minutes you get your layer. I keep saying that it's an early layer, but I see everybody do it around this time, so I guess it's just standard. Your standard layered timing is apparently between 6 and 7 minutes. Robo out for Shadow Crone. Getting all kinds of gases, dropping 5 gateways. Count them, 5 gateways. Probably want to get something up there to smack that Overlord, but you can't. You've got nothing to smack it with. Making no units whatsoever. He's got 1 cannon and 1 zealot. And that's it. And that apparently will do. So we're going to have 6 gates and a sentry. The sentry is going to go and try to tickle that Overlord, but he's going to get away. Overlords are not very ticklish, as I understand it. At least they don't admit that they are tickled when they are, in fact, tickled. Work gates finishing up. Another gateway, that's 7. 7 gates. We don't have any kind of immortals. I'm wondering if we're looking at an immortal push here. What kind of tech is our Zergy friend getting? He's getting a Spire. No Roach Warren. Just that Spire. Looking outside to see any kind of aggression. Lots and lots of sentries from Shadowcrown. Wow. 8 sentries. And here come the Immortals. I think if he wants to, for this to be effective, he has to leave like almost immediately. And I think because his Immortal is where it's at, it's going to be after 10 minutes by the time he gets there. So, like considerably past 10 minutes. And there's Mutas out. So I think he's kind of in trouble. If he's in trouble, if he goes for the immoral change. But to see if Shadowcrone wants to put any of this pressure on, I think once these Mutas attack, it's gonna suck. He's just either gonna have to drop a bunch of cannons. And if he decides to not do cannons, then he might have to base trade or something, which would be terrible. So many probes dying. And now he's gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna kill these power balls. Let's see. Muta's getting in, but getting out pretty... No. What, how many did they lose? Only 4? 4 is not terrible. It's not terrible, and I'm starting to fall asleep. Oh no! No! Don't fall asleep, bro! Don't fall asleep! This game is long! We're gonna push through. Maybe I shouldn't be sitting back anymore. Oh, I thought I saw green. Nope, just a tower. And photon cannon's not going to finish. Stalker's being warped in. Sentry's coming from behind. But not going to be nearly enough. Gummy Bear actually decided to make a very good composition with, where did they go? Oh, there they are. With these Mutalisks, splitting them up a little bit. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what I just said. Like, literally no idea what I just said. I said something about splitting up Mutalisks, but I'm not sure that's what I saw. I could have just completely spoke gibberish just now. And Stalker's sitting in the mineral lines. It's not going to try and pick off any buildings. Maybe that's what I meant. that. Oh, my goodness. I am totally... Oh, I just said Jeff. I have no idea who Jeff is. Oh, I'm so delirious right now. This is hilarious. And we're just getting to this game. The Mutalisks are going around. Oh, man. Looking for something to kill. That was so funny. Oh, boy. Cannons do finally finish behind Shadow Crone's... What is he shooting at? Did he just kill his own probe? Look at this. 5th base, 6th base, 7th base up for Gummy Bear. Not many units, just a few roaches and a few sentries. He better be on top of his injects, because if he's not on top of his injects, there's not even a queen here. Where's the queen? Oh, there you are. If he's not on top of his injects, then he is he's not going to be able to do anything with all these bases. We've got the Greater Spire coming in, +2. Oh, look at this, an 8th base. What in the crap? What is happening? I mean, not all of them are saturated. I guess he's probably just loading up on gas, yeah? He is loading up on gas. Except I can't get my mouse over to what he's doing. Looks like he wants to attack, but those cannons are slightly deterring. A bit of a deterrent. More stalkers here. Are those other stalkers still in the mineral line? No, they're not. He moved them. Did he move them to another mineral line? No, he did not. He's got cannons up everywhere. So they are going to be a bit of a distraction. Templars are coming. Stargate is coming. Which means I'm guessing we're going to see High Templar and a mothership. Since we do have the Stargate finishing now. And here is an attack with roaches. Perhaps in an attempt to soften up the base and loosen up the supply count for Shadow Crone. And StarCraft is going to... StarCraft. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I have no business casting right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. No business whatsoever. Oh, so much fun. Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby. I'm asleep. Mutalisks. Now, Gummy Bear splitting up his Mutalisks, doing some harass in different places. Got some roaches. Maybe he's getting rid of those Mutalisks. And maybe he was even the roach attack, using the roach attack to whittle down some supplies, so he could make Broodlords. Why not make Broodlords? He's making 9 of them. Here they be. Lots of Broodlords, lots of spine crawlers. Which is exactly what you want to see. Well, maybe not want. You probably want to see it if your opponent is playing. But you probably don't want to see me do it. Roaches. Archons. Is there a mothership just started? Here it comes. He just started, and here it comes. Archons are out. Oh, doing such a bad job. Sorry, guys. You can actually hear it in my voice now, too, I think. Here's an engagement. Sentries all have full energy. What a weirdly placed force field. I guess he thought, nah, I don't have to use force fields. But he does do a kind of an awkward blink underneath the Broodlords, and the Infestor was able to fungal growth, but now is dead, and That blink, as ill-fated as it seemed, actually ended up doing a fair amount of damage. He actually killed all the Broodlords. And well, basically the entire army. But Gummy Bear remaxing rather quickly. 13 roaches, an infester. Let's see if he's got anything else rocking here. Just these roaches. I wonder if he has taken my advice and tried to go after the sugar canes, the candy canes, what the hell am I talking about? What am I talking about? Holy crap, sugar canes and candy canes. What? What am I talking about? Oh my goodness. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because I sure as hell don't. Oh my goodness, the rocks are broken down. Here come the roaches. And here comes the mothership. There is no detection here for the Zerg. So all these units are going to go invisible. And with the observer, oh yeah, force fields don't really do too much when the burrow. With the candy canes and sugar canes. What the hell was I saying? Oh, you know it's bad when you can't even follow your own deluded line of thinking. Holy crap, that was weird. Why did I start talking about candy canes and sugar canes? What the frack? I mean, I'm trying to even make any kind of loose connection. I know that there is a form of fuel being made now from sugarcane, a type of ethanol. So maybe if I was talking about resource gathering, I was thinking about gas and minerals and talking about, you know, using the... No, never mind. It's just no way. Alright, here's another attack. 170 food to 193 food. Supply. Supply. Another ship backing off. We got plenty of avid lanes for attack for Gummy Bear. Basically come in from any one of four sides. Probably should consider coming in at all four sides. And here are the roaches. But if that's all it is, even though they have pretty good upgrades, they're 3-3 against 3-1 of Shadowchrome, but they get in here, and with the different unit composition here by Shadowchrome, is able to crush those roaches, like stomping on them under your foot. So it's kind of messy. Yeah. Okay, let's check out unit tab real quick. Look at all those drones. 91 drones, 61. So many bases. Ultralisks coming out. We've got Kindness Planing finishing up. He's starting to get... Wait, didn't I just... Level 1 melee. Did he have... Oh, he must have had level 3 range. Just now starting to get the melee effect. Well, that stinks for ultras. Alright, well that's one base. Oh, only 7 bases to go. That's all. 7 bases to go. Let's see. Do you go right for the jugular, not the juggler. Yeah, go right after the juggler, the guy with the balls. He's throwing them around, you can't miss him. Do you go after the jugular, or try and get more ahead? Lots of ultras, they do very well against any first tier units. Pretty big exchange here. No vortex out yet. And it looks as though totally just nodded off there. Just for a few seconds, but I was absolutely asleep. That is too damn funny. Sorry for the lack of commentary. But as you can see, Shadow Crone got the best of that battle. But again, Gummy Bear, with all of these bases, basically insta-remaxing. Although Shadow Crone is slowly taking down that economy, taking down the advantage that his partner has, Gummy Bear. And Gummy Bear going to be witness to some carriers. Here they come, 3 at a time. And Shadow Crone continuing to slowly not push forward. Sitting out there with his army. And I think if Booby Bear wants to do something, sorry about that, to get back into this game, he's going to need some kind of harass or something. But I don't see it happening. Light Shadow just moving around the map. Death Ball is in full effect. Here come tons and tons of roaches. And Overlord. Ultralisk, I mean. There's a Vortex. Strange Vortex all on roaches, and in they go. He's gonna send in everything. That's actually a bad idea. You definitely only... Oh, what? You want to get your Archons in there, bruh. And that was terrible. They could have just stayed there and had the surround on those Stalkers and completely owned it. At least I think they could have. I have the opinion. Yeah, they're 3-3. They're ranged. Get her done, son. Get her done so I can go to bed. I can't stay awake any longer. It's the first time my FPS has been consistently below 30 in a long time. I guess there's just a lot on the field right now. And it's back. And welcome to BZ, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe might be being arrested this time. Never a good idea. Although I have no idea what I just said, so I don't know whether or not it's a good idea or not. Holy crap! I can't believe that I'm like talking right now. Mothership goes down to Corruptors. I think I might have just said the most random thing on the planet. I may have just said the most random thing on the planet. You guys are going to have to tell me what I said, because I'm not watching this again. I know I said some weird stuff, though. The kind of stuff you hear and you're like, that dude might be crazy. But it's not crazy. It's not crazy, it's just sleepy. But Gummy Bear had all those bases, and he's still got a pretty decent bank, but he does not have the Overlords, nor does he have the Ivory to keep replenishing this, though. Doesn't appear as though he's going to have to. And I think this is going to be... Oh, look at that. The Gummy Bear actually doing alright. Bungling all these units in the background for Shadow Crone and actually getting lots of damage. Broodlords are coming through and clearing up what could be the rest, and that is it for Stuart Scott, more or less. Stuart Scott? What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Broodlords. Broodlords killing stuff. There's no more anti-air though, so no fungals on these carriers that are apparently being piloted by Stuart Scott in my delirious mind. I really have to end this cast. Oh, hurry up, Shadow Crone, end the game. Oh, we're going to base trade. Gummy Bear. Going after the Nexi with some roaches. But there are plenty. We got 44 interceptors on the field. Gummy Bear trying to replant some bases. He's down to 4, one of which is not yet mining. 2 of which, oh, see, this is still mining a little bit. And Shadowcrow getting it done. The supply lead is increasing somewhat. More and more as we go. Shadowcrow trying to get in here and beat back this counterattack. There is some detection here. Back here. And the Mama ship goes down again. And Gummy Bear going to be able to move in and take this base, but now we've got carriers in the main. Shadowcrow taking care of business. Locking everything down. He's going to get all these drones. Going to get some hives, some roach. And we're going to see how this goes. Workers saving themselves. Told you my Zerg sucks. That wasn't that bad. I thought you played pretty well, Gummy Bear. From what I could tell, in my delirious state. No, carriers are not good. Don't get supplies. Don't get supplies. Don't get surprised. Don't be surprised, I think is what I meant to say. Carriers. I think we're starting to see that carriers might be good. Because we're starting to see them more and more in pro games. But, I don't know. Critical mass might be too high still for carriers to be effective. And it still takes super long time to make. Stuff like that. But yeah, this game's over, more or less. Carriers picking on roaches. You can't shoot me. And is that the last Zerg? No, there's 2 more Zerg bases, but I think this is pretty well in hand for Shadowcrow, and I think that Gummy Bear will admit it soon enough. Even though he only has like 10 roaches in his base. Not in his base. Was that a Nidus? I thought I heard a freaking Nidus. See, now I'm hearing things. Now I'm hearing Nidus names. There's the GG. Wow, kind of a long game. But worth it just for the hilarity value of me saying things that I'm not actually aware that I'm saying. And I hope I didn't say anything super embarrassing because that would be really funny. Alright guys, keep climbing that ladder. I am going to go take a nap. I got to take a nap now. I wasn't planning on it, but I will not make it to go pick up Stargirl in 2.5 hours, 3 hours, however long it's going to be. Alright guys, I'm going to code one of these bad boys and post it. And so yeah, have fun and stuff. Peace! Yeah, send replays to NuubCast@gmail.com and all that fun stuff.